Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. I'm Rachel. I'm now a senior musical theater major at SIUE. It's terrifying to say that, but here we are. Fastest 4 years of my life. Today I kind of just want to do something different. It's not a vlog. It's not a Show Tune Sunday, which will be coming back. Don't you worry if you liked those. They're coming. I want to get like special guests for them, as in my friends, because I don't know anyone else. I'm just trying to think of fun stuff to do with it. It'll be back. I have time now. Stuff to look forward to. Mamma Mia vlogs will be coming very soon. I have a little vlog to put together for the last week of school. It may or may not happen. I couldn't really tell you because I don't know. So basically, today's vlog, or video, it's not a vlog. Oh, God. Today's video is going to be a reflection on the 2018-2019 school year. Let me just... I think that this would be kind of fun to do just because so much happened this school year and I was very absent from vlogging, even though I had told myself I'm going to vlog and it's going to be great. And then my life was insane. So I think this could be kind of fun and fresh and I don't know. I'm going to talk about some stuff that I may have briefly mentioned before in videos, but like if I'm going to truly reflect on my junior year of college, I need to talk about all of it. Nothing negative is going to be said. I'm not going to like air dirty laundry on the internet. You know, I've worked through it. I've, you know, because there is some, you know, hard stuff that I've mentioned and then I've deleted a video talking about it. But I'm in a spot now where I can talk about it because I'm here, I'm living, I'm alive, things are happening. And I think it would be dumb of me to do a reflection and not talk about everything that's happened this school year. So we're going to start at the very beginning, back in August. Before we get started, if you like my channel, or are new to my channel, and are interested in seeing me be more crazy than I am right now, then hit the subscribe button down below to follow all of my crazy adventures in musical theater and life at SIUE. You can turn the notification bell on if you want to. I mean, that's up to you. But if you want to join this little hot mess of a YouTube channel, then feel free to subscribe down below. I'm really selling myself well here. Okay. Let's get started. So I moved in for junior year in August. I lived with 3 of my really good friends, Saya, Jamie, and Maika. And for those of you that don't know, Jamie and Maika are both musical theater majors. Maika is my age and Jamie is a year younger than me. And we lived in a four-person suite. There was no kitchen, so we did have to walk down the hall for like 2 seconds to go cook our food. That was a struggle all throughout the year. I did a lot of meal prepping. And it was purely because when my life gets so crazy that I don't have time every night to cook, because most of the time I'm getting home at like 11 o'clock, 10:30, sometimes midnight or almost 1 a.m. So it was kind of a struggle not having a kitchen right there. And that's okay. So when I started the school year, obviously most of you know, a lot of you that watch are my friends. If you are new or just subscribed and are like stalking my videos and stuff, you'll see that I went into this school year with a boyfriend. we'll get to that journey in a second. So my boyfriend at the time had just moved up to school, and, we had been together since my senior year of high school. And so we were learning how to try and transition from a high school relationship to an adult relationship. And that was hard because how our communication had been was it had always been talking. We always talked 24/7. And so then not getting responses and not hearing from someone, it throws your communication system, because for me, how I've always been used to relationships is we talk all the time, and that's how it is. Constant talking 24/7. So for me, this is a recurring theme up to where I'm at right now. Learning how to deal with not talking 24/7, not talking every day, and knowing that that person that you're talking to still likes you, still cares about you. It's a challenge for me because I was always being contacted 24/7 for the better part of 2.5 years. So at the beginning of the school year, it was a big transition for me. I was dealing with a lot of that. I had auditions for Chicago the very first Friday of the school year. So the school week went by, and then Friday, auditions for Chicago. I got a call back, and I did the dance audition on Saturday at 10 a.m. And then I had a call back for Roxy. So I was there from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Zora and I, longest callback ever. And then Zora and I went to see Lost in the Stars at Union Avenue because Michael and Maika were in it. It was it was one of the most beautiful shows I've ever seen. Like, it still is in my head today. And that was 6 months ago. Oh, it was gorgeous. It was stunning. So then the school year picked up. As you saw in one of my videos, I got cast as Hunyak the Hungarian in Chicago. So for me, not only did I have a crap ton of dances to learn in the show, all of my lines, besides the classic "not guilty," were in Hungarian. So my whole monologue in Cell Block Tango was this chunk of Hungarian text, and I was like, hello, am I gonna be okay? And everything turned out fine, of course. So rehearsals started up. Over Labor Day, I went up to Chicago to visit Matt, and I came back home. I went back to school. September went by. Not much happened in September. September was just kind of a month in the lineup of... I view my school year in months and by key things that have happened in every month. Nothing really happened in September. So then October rolls around. We're getting closer to Chicago was getting ready to open soon. It was like a month until opening, so we were like cranking it out. The set was stunning. It was all steel. There was a grate over the pit that we danced on, and there was like a great walkway. It was very scary the first time, but then once you got used to it, it felt powerful. So these rehearsals, girls, like, Chicago whooped me into the best shape of my life. Like, I have never been in such good physical condition before this school year. I went to the gym twice a week, did some, like, cross-training stuff. I was dancing all the time, because I was also in 3 dance classes on top of Chicago, which is all dancing. So I was my body was in really good shape. And so for rehearsals, we were required to wear leotard tights and our character heels. So my feet were rough. So yeah, that was my October, and then towards the end of October, around like the 20th or the 21st, I came home because my little brother had his senior night for football, and I was able to make it down after rehearsals ended, and I was really glad my aunt and my uncle were here, my mom's parents were here, my dad's mom was here, and we went to the game. The game was great. They won. Yeah, they won. I had to think about if they won or not. And it was during this time, the weekend before Matt had come home. And so I had spent the weekend with him, and again, something felt weird. I left that weekend. There was one night where I cried while I was there. He was asleep, and I laid in bed and I just cried because something felt wrong and I wanted to go home. And so then he went back to school, and then the following weekend was senior night for my brother. So then the next day is Saturday, because high school football games are always on Fridays. We went to Topgolf, which Topgolf's becoming huge in America. It's like a stationary driving range. I don't know. I'm really bad at it. I'm bad at a lot of things involving sports. I can throw a football and I can throw a baseball, and that's all I need. Can I hit a baseball? No. I can throw and I can catch. So anything else, adding in equipment and all that, no, it's a no. So it was like an hour wait to get in. So we were sitting there, we got some food. That morning, I hadn't heard from Matt in about 24 hours, so I was like, something's wrong, because he was always texting me, something was wrong. And I knew it. I felt it in my gut. So I stepped outside and I called him, and he broke up with me over the phone. I was like crushed, because looking back at it now, I was fighting for a relationship that had been dead for a while. But of course in that moment, like, he and I went through a lot. In the moment, you're like, no, like, stay with me, like, we can make this work, we can fix it, we've been through X, Y, and Z, like, we can fix it. But at the end of the day, if it's not something that's fixable, because you'll just keep staying in the same pattern, in this vicious circle of fighting, not getting along, the spark being gone, it's not worth fighting for. And because he was my first serious relationship, I wanted to keep fighting, but I just kind of stopped. And I was in a public place. I spent the rest of the day crying, and my whole family watched me go through that, and I had my headshots the next day. So I went and I got my new headshots. They're stunning. But you cannot even tell that I had been crying for a solid 24 hours, which good on my part. So then my parents took me back to school, and we talked about it for a while, and they were like, don't take anything down until you're ready to. Like, don't feel rushed to do anything. And so I didn't. It took a while. My parents were crushed for me, and I was a mess for a week. Like, I was pretty, upset and hurt and wanting answers, but I didn't sometimes you don't need the answers, because the answers, when you think you, sometimes you wanting the answers is just wanting things that you, I don't know. Usually in this type of scenario, when you want answers, you're not going to get the answers that you want or the scenario that you want. So at the end of the day, I didn't reach out to get those answers because it was a lost cause at that point. It wasn't worth it to get the answers, and I'm so glad I didn't like text him or call him or anything like that, because it would have just been bad. It would have been ugly. Things would have been said. So then Halloween rolled around. I went out to a Halloween party. It was a fun time. Yeah, it was really fun. And then we were teching Chicago. And then Chicago opened and we sold out every night in pre-show. It was one of the best experiences of my life. All the shows that I've been in since the summer have been some of the best shows that I've ever been a part of. And it's artistically, I have been so fulfilled and so on top of my game this year that I'm like hoping to roll it over into senior year where it really, really counts. And what else? December happened. December was fine. I auditioned for the dance concert. I got cast in 4 pieces. And then January rolled around and I went back to school early because I was working with a guest artist that was my 4th piece in the dance concert. She came in from Boston. She teaches at Boston Conservatory, and she is amazing. She is just so delightful to work with, and it was a really wonderful opportunity that I'm really grateful that I had the chance to do. February rolled around and the dance concert was in Tech. Jamie and I went, actually all of us auditioned for Muni. Jamie and I were the only 2 that went to the dancer open call. I said this in a last video where I'm sitting down talking, that it was one of the best experiences I've ever been been able to be a part of. I saw Christian Borle in the flesh. I saw all of these people, and I am very proud about how I did in the audition, regardless of the fact that, I didn't get a call back or anything. I'm not salty about it or whatever, because everything works out how it's supposed to. And I believe that to be true in life, And I think my entire school year has been everything works out how it's supposed to. It was during this time as well that new information had been given to me about my relationship with my ex. And I'm not gonna disclose it. I'm not gonna, throw it out there at the internet. But I was angry for a while. I was hurt all over again. It was like reopening a wound that had closed, had finally healed. And this new information, I'm glad I know it now, because it justified everything my gut had been feeling. And I was angry. I've never been so angry ever. And I had to rework through everything. Like, I called my mom at midnight one night in tears. So that was a whole working through. It took me about a month to work through all that and finally get complete closure. So the dance concert happened, and the dance concert went amazing. One of the best dance concerts I've ever been a part of in my college career. And then, meanwhile, during all of this, so to get my degree, I have to complete 2 theater practicums or theater 199s. So I had talked with the chair who was directing the last show of the season, and I was like, can I assistant stage manage for you? And he was like, absolutely. So I assistant stage managed the production RUR, which was, if you watched my RUR vlog, you'll see, like, I have never felt so, like, fulfilled. I mean, I feel fulfilled after every show I've done, but this was a whole different, like, type of fulfillment. So then March rolls around, the dance concert closes, and then I'm fully deep dive in with RUR. And so many of my good friends were in the cast, and it was such an amazing experience. I ended up choreographing and helping direct the choral aspect of it, which was challenging in its own perspective rights, because when you're doing devised work, so much is constantly changing. And during that time, like, I went out to the movies with my friends, you know, and I had finally reached a point of closure. And when you reach your closure point, you just feel free. I did what I needed to do to get closure. And the next thing I knew, my eyes were opened to a whole new world of possibilities. RUR happened. It was amazing. I was tired every night, but fulfilled. Then finals happened. I passed all of my classes, thank goodness. And yeah, that was kind of my year. So the way I would describe my year is, artistically, I thrived. Personally, I went through some challenges, but came out on the other end of things. I'm the happiest that I've ever been. And I owe that to my friends. To my friends that watch this video, you guys helped me through some ish this school year, and I could not have gotten through it without you guys, so thank you for that. The memories that I've made with my friends have been amazing. Like, oh my god, I have so many fun Snapchats and vlog footage I can watch back because it was fun. Like, I can point out so many favorite vlog moments of mine that I happened to get, and you know, I tried to put all those moments in my new intro that I made. You know, for my family is so important to me, and they helped me through everything. You know, they helped me artistically, they helped me personally. Oh, I left out a huge part. I turned 21 in April, so that was exciting. I completely skipped over the fact that I turned 21. I was like, yeah, school. I learned a lot this year about myself. I learned that, and you know, I've still been learning, and I've said to people recently, I've realized I'm not good at expressing how I feel. I think there's a part of me that if I could not feel, I would, because feelings are so much, and I have felt so much this semester that maybe I've become numb on how to express them. And recently I've just realized I'm not good at expressing how I feel because it's a fear thing. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to express it. I know that I'm not good at expressing how I feel in any aspect, in friendships, in relationships in general. So I'm trying to figure that out. And like I said earlier, I need to learn how to figure out and work out of my system some of my old habits and patterns when it comes to that type of relationship. I need to work out the pattern of thinking that I have to talk to them every day to know that we're still a thing, and that's a personal thing that I have to work on, because that's something I've learned about myself is I'm only used to talking to someone every day. I'm not used to, taking breaks from just talking and then picking it back up a few days later, and it's hard. It's a lot. But that's life. You're not going to talk to every person every day, regardless of if they're your friend, if they're a partner or a prospective partner. You're not going to talk to them every day. I mean, it's something I have to learn getting out of a high school relationship, That sounded really bad, but, it's not, I promise. There's no shade here. I'm just trying to, express what I've learned about myself and the things that I'm still working on learning about myself. I've learned that I'm always still working. There's always things to be improved upon. And that if you stop working, then that's not gonna get you where you want to go. And, you have goals. Work for them, put in the extra 20 minutes of practice and studying to get it done. I've learned how to not be a serial planner. Oh my God. I used to plan out my entire life, and for a while, I mean, if you guys were watching or whatever, I had a promise ring. I thought that I was gonna be with this person for the rest of my life. So I revolved everything in my head around being with this one person. And then my world got flipped around. And then I realized, that ruined me. Thinking I had my whole life planned out when really, not having your life planned out for you is so much better. It's so much more exciting. You live life and you just let things happen. And I've started to just plan a little. I found that in the past 3 months, so March, April, and May now, the best things that are happening in my life are happening because I didn't plan for them to happen. I didn't plan anything out about it. And that's why my life has been so good recently. That's why I've been so happy and in a good place mentally. And I'm getting ready to start Mamma Mia soon. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I know I said this in my last video, but if you're new here and haven't watched anything, I'm in the ensemble as Mamma Mia. I'm a featured dancer, but I'm also serving as the dance captain. So I'll be the right arm of the choreographer. I have to learn all of the numbers, which is going to be insane, but I'm really excited. So, like I said, there will be vlogs for Mamma Mia, and they're going to be good. But I've learned that the best things in life happen when you're not planning. Who would have thought? Oh wait, maybe my mom, who was trying to tell me that for 20 years of my life. And it took me an extra year to figure it out. And there's stuff going on in my life that it's happening because I didn't plan for it to happen. And it's turned out to be all of the things have turned out to be the most amazing things that have happened to me and have made me so incredibly happy. And I can't even begin to express. If you're someone like me who used to serial plan and plan because they thought they had to have a plan, I'm 21. I'm going to think, of course I'm thinking I have to do X, Y, and Z, but you don't. You don't have to Get married at 23, have kids at 25, get a house, all that. You don't have to do that. And I think in society, pressures get piled onto us, and especially when you're someone in the arts, you don't know what's going to happen. So why even try to plan? Like, why did I even try to plan anything? So yeah, I mean, I've learned how to not be a serial planner. I've learned how to be happy. I've learned how to love myself. I've learned how to just enjoy the moment that you're in, because you can't relive some of these moments. I've put my phone down more this last semester than I ever have, and I'm better off for it. I can't wait to see what the summer holds. I can't wait to see where my friendships go, where my life goes. I've been talking for a really long time. I'm hungry. I should check on my dog. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it's a long one. I'm so grateful for all of the memories that I have with my friends, and grateful for what this school year taught me. And I'm excited to see what comes next. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy my channel or enjoyed this video. If you have anything you want to see this summer, regardless, be it a Show Tune Sunday idea or just a vlog idea or something like a Q&A type thing, I don't know, leave those down below in the comment section. I know who I can count on to do that. Thank you, Sister Zora. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.